So when your friends, family, or people around found out you're going to have a baby outside marriage, how did they react? And be honest, do you think that reaction was fair? And for you, since you didn't go through that, how do you feel society treats people in that situation? Do you think it's fair?
Hey, gbà tí mistake oyún yẹn wáyé, sí àwọn ìyá mi àti dádì mi tán bínú, wọ́n fara ya gan. So èmi àtàwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi, ìkan wà náà àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi yẹn tó jẹ́ pé a close gan, tájọ máa ń ṣeré. Tí n bá ṣàlọ bá wọn tí mo ṣàlàyé ara mi fún wọn pé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí mo ṣe fẹ́ ṣe o, ṣé kí n lọ yọ oyún yẹn ni àbí báwo? Wọ́n ní ìkan ní o gbọ́dọ̀ yọ o, because téèyàn bá ṣẹ́yún ó máa ń fa nǹkan tí ò dá ni o. Àwọn kan ní lọ ṣẹ̀, lọ yọ dànù jàre, ṣé ọkùnrin ṣé o mọ àwọn ẹbí ẹ̀ ni, lọ yọ dànù. So èmi náà wá rò lọ́kàn ara mi wípé ṣé kí n lọ ṣe, màá tiẹ̀ lọ terminate ẹ̀jọ̀. So ní ọjọ́ kan mo kàrí wípé ìkan náà àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi yẹn wá bá mi wípé wo ọ̀rẹ́ má yọ o, ó lè jẹ́ ẹyọ kan tọ́lọ́run kọ fún ẹnìyẹn ò gbọ́dọ̀ yọ o. Mo ní òkè, kí ni mo wá fẹ́ ṣe báyìí? Ó ní Ọlọ́run á bá wa tọ́, Ọlọ́run á bá wa ṣe ìyanu tí màá fi bí láyà tàlàáfíà. Ní ọjọ́ kan mo kàrí pé mo kọjá lọ ni. So mo wá rí ìkan màmá kan ládùúgbò, ó wá pè mí pé wá ń bìbà. Nítorí tá a rí pé àwọn òbí ẹ̀ ò láìkẹ́ pẹ̀lú oyún tó níyẹn o, ṣùgbọ́n lọ yọ oyún yẹn dànù. Mo ní màmá, ní ìgbọ́dọ̀ yọ oyún, kì í yọ oyún. Ó wá ní òní yọ kí ni? A ò ní yọ kí ni? Ṣé ó wà lọ́wọ́ mọ́mí ẹ̀ tó fẹ́ fi tọ́yún ni? Ìwọ tó jẹ́ pé olóyún nísìnyí tí ọkọ sá lọ, àmọ́ kinní kan. Mo ní kè mo ti gbọ́, mo ṣàbẹ̀ sí ní ké, mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sunkún ní ọjọ́ yẹn pé irú kí lè báyìí. So mo ti wá dẹni àbùkù ní àdúgbò báyìí. So mo ṣàkó lọ́dọ̀ màmá yẹn mo wá lọ, mo ṣe tún wá lọ bá àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi yẹn mo wá rí wọn. Mo ṣáà rí pé ọ̀rọ̀ mi náà ń sọ, mo wá dúró, mo wá lẹ́tí mẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ògànná mo wá ń gbọ́, wọ́n wá fi mí ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ pé orí nínú wọnú gbogbo wa, orí pé òun ló ọkọ nú, ó ti bẹ́ẹ̀ jù. Wo ṣe mo nǹkan tá máa ṣe? Nǹkan tá máa ṣe fún nípa máa fi ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ ni o. Yẹ̀yẹ́ tá fi ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́, a lọ yọ yẹn dànù. A lọ yọ dànù. Mo wá gbọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tó ń sọ, mo wá padà ibi tí mò ń lọ mi lọ mọ́, mo wá padà sẹ́yìn sílé. Ibi tí mo ti wá délé, wá lọ bá mọ́mì mi, wọ́n ní mọ́mì mi, kí ni nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ṣe sí ọ̀rọ̀ orí báyìí? Mọ́mì ní kí làwọn fẹ́ ṣe sí? Ṣáwọn ọ̀rẹ́ iṣẹ́ ni. Àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ iṣẹ́ o, it's better kó tiẹ̀ kúrò ní àdúgbò àwọn pátápátá, àwọn ò fẹ́ rí ẹ, because nǹkan táwọn sọ pé kó ṣe kọ́, òun ni ó ṣe yẹn. Pé mo dójú ti àwọn ládùúgbò, mo jẹ́ kí àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ àwọn gan máa sọ̀rọ̀ sáwọn. Mo wá rò pé kí ni mo fẹ́ ṣe báyìí? Mo ṣáà kó kúrò, mo wá kó kúrò ní ọ̀dọ̀ ọmọ mi, mo wá sá lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan ṣoṣo tó jẹ́ pé ó láìkì mi tó máa ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ tó rọ̀ pé kí n má ṣe òun yẹn, mo wá sá lọ sọ́dọ̀, mo wá ń gbé ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ yẹn. So àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó kù yẹn wá ń ṣe yèyé káàkiri. Ọlọ́run ṣáà ṣe ìyanu ìgbà tí máa bí ọmọ yẹn. Ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì tí mò ń lọ, so àwọn ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì yẹn gádà owó jọ fún mi. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi yẹn wá lọ sọ́dọ̀, ó sọ fún wọn pé lágbájá ti bímọ o, wọ́n wá síbi tí mo bímọ sí ní ilé alágbo. Wọ́n ṣáà bá mi sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n tún lọ sọ́dọ̀ mọ́ èmi, wọ́n bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Mọ́ èmi láwọn ò fẹ́ àwọn ọgbà kí máa sọ́dọ̀ kí n tó pé tí ọmọ bá ti bímọ ilé ọkọ ló ń lọ yẹn, pé kí n máa lọ sí ibi tí mo bímọ sí. So àwọn yẹn ṣáà bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ pé kí n máa ronú o, Ọlọ́run á ṣe ìyanu o. Wọ́n wá gádà owó jọ láàárín kan kó fún mi pé tó bá jẹ́ pọ̀dọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ mi náà fẹ́ máa gbé pé kí n mówó yẹn máa fi ta nǹkan kan, kí n lè máa fi help ara mi àti ọmọ yẹn.
The community go want you now. Your friends go want you now. Those ones who push you that time, say your mother get fine. By the time they hear say the girl don't get belle, next week they go first give you name. Apart from your name, you go first hear Baba Beji, Atiya Beji. But all the same, last they will just support you with Pampers. But it's still your cross. You carry your cross. There's nothing we can do. So the community has nothing to offer you. They will only push you to do it. But after doing it, you will be the one to pay the price yourself. You take care of your child and take care of your woman to be. Due to the circumstances surrounding everything, she got pregnant. Then I have to tell my dad. Even my dad knows her then because she was assisting me then in the POS business. So my dad knew her very well. And even my mom too knew her very well. So when she got pregnant, And I as well know her mom because even her mom likes me very well. Then because of I was not wayward, I don't keep friends, I don't smoke, I don't drink. She, when her mom saw me, she was like, she loved this guy that is hardworking. At least he has handwork. So they know me very well. I go to the house, I play with the mom. But coming to the father of the girl, it was not funny seeing your little girl with another man. But all the same, when she got pregnant, the mom was aware. The mom have to talk to the father on my behalf. Although we are not still married, the dad just have to accept everything. Then I have to tell my mom because I tell my dad because they were already aware of us being together, being in love. So when I brought the news to them, they were like, at least you have something doing, you should take responsibility. The only condemn you can get is from the girl's parents. Maybe the family, the mother, that is the only place you can have a little challenge. But what can they do? They will take the daughter and give it to you. You are now married. They expect you to come and do the rightful thing and claim your child. But if you don't, in some traditions, they will not give you that child. They will claim that child. If I should take you back to tradition, we don't get married to girls that are pregnant by tradition. And apart from tradition, I don't think that she was ready to be under a man. Because you should know, ladies nowadays, they just want to flex, play around. So, and getting married to her at that early age, then divorcing at early age would have made something else. We should know and understand ourselves. Marriage is not something you rush into. You have to understand yourself to know if you people truly love each other. Once you love each other and you understand yourself, then you can keep family. Imagine me getting married to her at then, 21, 18. Then we wake up, then after a year of giving birth, we wake up every morning fighting. What are we teaching the child? If he or she grows, he goes out, get married, then we'll start fighting like that. So I think we needed to understand ourselves more better. Make sure that we are matured enough to keep that family. Even as a man, if you get a girl pregnant, the community, people around, there's nothing they can say. There's nothing they will do because you're a man. It's the lady that receives all the shame because she will be the one to carry the pregnancy for 9 months. So the only place you'll be afraid or even be ashamed to go to is the house of that girl because the father said, "He pour your daughter as you enter the house." So that is the only place you experience challenge. My dad was a great father because he putting me into trade shows that he is a great father. And he didn't lead me astray because if it was some parent, they would tell you, "See, guy, bro, just look away around that pregnancy. It's not yet time." But he stood by me. In fact, when the parent of the girl came, he talked to them in godly way, advised them on how we should go about things. So he didn't throw me out there and say, no. He took me like his son and, like all other parents should. I know it's not all parents that will support this. Like allowing your child to go out there, impregnate any girl without the proper dowry to be paid on the girl's head. Understand? So, but my dad, he told me to be calm, that everything happened for a reason. He won't tell me to go and abort or go the other way around. Well, at first, I was ashamed of myself. But nevertheless, I told you earlier on that he was aware of our relationship. Because I have to table it to him that, oh, this is the girl I'm with. Most times we go out together. have fun, we play together. So he knows her very well. So bringing the issue to him wasn't really hard, although I was scared of what he was going to say then, because it's not yet time, and not doing it the proper way. I should have gathered money, then get married. So, but due to the way it was not really hard on me. I think my mom was even more hard on me than he was, because she wasn't the kind of person that you toy with then. I'm always close to my dad, so I do tell him things as a father, for him to advise me as a son. I don't know if you understand me. So it wasn't really difficult bringing that issue to him. I didn't feel any sort of guilt, only shame, because I didn't rape her. It wasn't a rape case, it was just lover stuff.
Ìgbà tí mo lóyún yẹn, mi tètè sọ fún wọn ní ilé. Àwọn ará ilé tí ń get pé mo ní oyún torí ó ń rẹ̀ mí time ìgbà yẹn mo dẹ̀ ń weak. Mo wá lọ sọ fún ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan náà pé mo ní oyún. Ó wá ní òun mọ ibi tóun lè mú mi lọ láti pé ká lọ ṣẹ́ oyún yẹn. Ẹ̀rù ṣá ń bá mi torí pé táwọn èèyàn bá ṣẹ́yún time yẹn, a máa ń kú. Mi dẹ̀ fẹ́ kú. Àwọn ará ilé yẹn wá sọ fún mọ́mí mi pé mo ti ní oyún. Mọ́mí mi wá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi pé ṣé mo ti ní oyún. Mo ní mi ní oyún, mo ń parọ́ fún wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ pé mi ní oyún. Ìgbà tó ṣe àwọn náà mú mi lọ sí hospital. Wọ́n lọ ṣe test fún mi ńgbà yẹn. Ìgbà tó wọ́n get pé mo ti ní, wọ́n ní ta ni mo lóyún fún. Aṣáàdé ọ̀dọ̀ ẹni tí mo lóyún fún. Ẹni yẹn lé àwọn méjèèjì dànù pé òun ò fẹ́ rí wa. Ìgbà tí dádì mi mọ̀ pé mo lóyún, dádì mi ṣàlé èmi àti mọ́mí bọ́ síta pé àwọn ò fẹ́ rí wa, pé school àwọn ní pé kí mo wá lọ, pé mo lọ ní oyún wá sí ilé. Èmi àti mọ́mí mi ṣàjọ ń kó táìmù tó máa fẹ́ bí ọmọ àwọn ará àdúgbò náà máa ń fi mí ṣe yẹ̀yẹ̀ táìmù tí mo wá fẹ́ bí ọmọ yẹn. A lọ sí ilé alágbo, mo bímọ yẹn síbẹ̀ bí 3 days. Ọmọ yẹn ó ṣáà rẹ̀, a wá gbé lọ sí general hospital. Ibi bẹ̀ ni a ti ṣe fún ọmọ ní táìmù gbà yẹn. Bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ò yọjú, anybody ò yọjú. Mọ́mí mi nìkan ló dúró tì mí ní táìmù gbà yẹn.
Having a child out of wedlock carries a lot of insults. Let's understand that when a girl is pregnant out of wedlock, the boy in question that pregnanted her is equally going to be stigmatized by parents and also the people in the environment. For instance, when my son told me he got a girl pregnant, I was not happy. The reason why I was not happy is because myself, I followed the process. I followed the process to marry and then wed and all that. And I wanted him to follow the same pattern. For him to have got to get a woman pregnant made me to feel bad that why can't this boy follow my footstep? He went to do his own way. That one made me, the way I was relating with him at that time, it was not cordial like it used to be. And he knew it, that he has not done what I expected him to do. That's on that aspect. Then, let's understand that a girl is the one that carries the brunt of everything. The shame, because she's the one that the belly will come out. It's not the boy own. The stigmatization that happens to girls that get pregnant out of wedlock, the way they are doing it then, it's not even now. Now it's not so strict now, like in our own days. During my own time, before I had this, my son, during that time, by mistake, the way we were trained, you don't even go close to a girl. And if anybody in my own village, if it's now, my son will not try to get a girl pregnant out of wedlock. Because by that time, they will bring him out and flog him. They will flog him some lashes. In fact, the way they will treat him, when he sees a girl, he will run away. But these days, they are trying to pamper it. And I'm saying that the way the stigmatization, the kind of humiliation that is done to a girl that gets pregnant out of wedlock, yeah, it's changing, but we need that to change more because the society itself is dynamic. In other words, it keep on changing. And then there are rooms for people to be instructed instead of them being stigmatized, and not only being stigmatized, then you humiliate them up and down. That's not the best. I want to say that sometimes you call these children, you call them and try to advise them, and try to put them in the right way so that they will not want to go and hang. I remember a child, a girl of about 16 years that committed suicide the other day. She said, I don't want to experience what the family will do to her, that she got pregnant. So she went to drink poison and died. Let me even say this boldly. It is not everybody that must wed. It is not everybody that must wed. Let's make it clear. It's not everybody that will wed. And for the fact that you gave birth out of wedlock does not mean that you have sentenced yourself to death. That's what happened to that girl, because she was afraid of the shame, the disgrace, and other things. That's why she went to drink poison and die. And dying in such a case does not solve anything. Rather, it has made the person to take himself or herself straight into hellfire. Another boy did the same thing. When he was confronted with the fact that he has got a girl pregnant, and then he was thinking, I don't want to experience what my father will do to me or what my family will do to me. The boy went to hang himself. He was dangling. He wrote a note and put it inside his pocket that he has committed a crime, that they should forgive him, that he has to commit that suicide because he doesn't want to face the father and the mother. Let's understand that. We should not get to that level. If a mistake like this happens, please, I'm even somebody who advocates that they should leave that child, because you don't know what that child will be. For instance, if you look at some of our leaders now, that have ruled us now, some of them, they were like bastards. They were giving birth to out of wedlock. So let's leave those children and give them proper education and try to nurture them in the way and fear of the Lord.
Well, there's a saying that goes that you train a child. It's not all children that take training. You can decide to give your child a strong hand. Once he goes out there, he will do whatever he wants. You don't go out with him. The best you can do is to train him at home. Mostly girls, mostly boys. The only thing you can do is to train them. If they want to take that training, they will take it. If they don't, they will do their worst outside. And there's nothing you can do about it. So that is why I said the parents train the child, but the child does not take training. It's not all parents that train child properly. You understand me? Some parents don't train their child properly. Some parents, they guide their children. In fact, there's a scenario I had when I was repairing phone. There's a woman that brought a phone to me that she wants to repair an iPhone. Then when she gave me the phone, she said, this is my son's office. And when the boy was standing beside her, I look at the boy. For me to guess that age, that boy he's even in school, because he was even putting on uniform. That boy should be 16, 15. And he said, this is my son's office. She bought a phone for the boy to be doing Yahoo. So at that point, will you say the parents trained that child very well? No. The mother already knew that this part of life is bringing money, is bringing food to the table, so she encourages him. So if that child decides tomorrow to get any girl pregnant because of the little money he has, then the mother will have to accept it. And such mother will still tell that child to go ahead and abort that child. So that is why I said some parents, they train their child properly. Some, they don't. They give their child just leave their child to do whatever they want.
Yeah, I'm a pastor anyway. Yeah, so what happens is that sometimes they will say pastor's child as a father the child. But sometimes opinions of people, you don't listen to it. There are some things that happen. These are what we call act of God. God allowed it. Do you understand? If God didn't allow such things, they won't happen. Because I've done the much I know I can do. I taught him in the way of the Lord. Not just teach him in the way of the Lord. I also instill discipline in him. Then not only that, I also guided him because he knows how to pray. He knows how to pray and read his Bible. So if at the end of the day something else happened, you won't have to kill yourself because of it. You move on. You pray for the best.
Àkọsílẹ̀ ní kálukú ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni. So ọ̀tọ̀ ni nǹkan tí ẹni kálukú kọ láti ọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run wá pé ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀, kò dẹ̀ sí àkọsílẹ̀ kó tàn sí. Àkọsílẹ̀ ò lè tà sí láéláé. So àkọọ́lẹ̀ ní kálukú ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni. Èèyàn lè ṣe wedding kó bímọ èèyàn lè má ṣe wedding kó bímọ ẹlòmíràn tó ṣe wedding ṣé ò kì í rí ọmọ bí ṣé ọmọ fowó wa káàkiri bẹ́ẹ̀ 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 lọ so ẹni tó dẹ̀ ṣe wedding tó bímọ ó wọ Ọlọ́run láti fún lọ́mọ kó bí so gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé ó ṣe wedding ó bímọ mímọ́ Ọlọ́run ni ó ṣe wedding ó bímọ mímọ́ Ọlọ́run ni kò sí ewé kan tó máa jábọ́ ní ara igi tọ́lọ́run ní mọ̀ sí. ń tàǹgbà yẹn náà tó bá jẹ́ pé mi padà lóyún náà ń gbà yẹn náà ó ṣeé ṣe kó jẹ́ pé òun náà ni máa fẹ́ ó ṣeé ṣe kó jẹ́ pé kò ń ṣòun ṣùgbọ́n bó ṣe wu Ọlọ́run ló ṣe máa ń ṣe nǹkan ẹ̀ so but èmi believe nínú ọkàn mi wípé bí Ọlọ́run ṣe kọ́ ìrìn àjò yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe rí yẹn bóyá òun náà ni èmi àti ẹ̀ lọ́lọ́run kọ papọ̀ láti òde ọ̀run ló jẹ́ kó rí bó ṣe rí yẹn.
The person who got pregnant out of wedlock, yes, it may be that you did not follow the norms or what maybe like we who are Christians, we always advise that people should abstain from sex or immorality before marriage. Let's understand something. Please, let's not forget what is in the Bible. Because the Bible itself, where you say marriage has taken place is whereby you go and pay the dowry of a girl you want to marry. Now this one we are doing Oyibo, come and get together. The main thing is going to settle with the family and let the family know that you are the person. Then you pay that bride price. And then this one we are doing now is what we call ceremony, whereby a pastor comes and want to join them. Those ones, they are not the basics. Let's understand that. The basics, which is there in the Bible, now is for somebody to go and settle with the family. In the first place, we have our family culture. And that our family culture is that we must be carried along when somebody has seen the person he wants to marry. So you will tell your father, you tell your mother, you tell your people that I've seen somebody, so we can go and see the family of the person. But because we don't live together, you understand? He lives apart. And I think that is one of the reasons why the thing happened that way. So he stays in his own house. He's a man of his own. He does his business. And then that is why this thing happened. But because if he was living under me, he knows things like this will not happen. So when he told me that he got somebody pregnant, I felt bad. You know, I felt bad, and I was asking him why. So eventually he had to explain to me, and then I apologized. So I now asked him to bring the girl and let me see the girl. I tried to investigate the girl, but you know, already pregnancy was there. There is little or nothing we can do until the baby comes out. And then I found out that the two of them are in love. And it's a kind of genuine kind of love. So I wouldn't want to jeopardize his future, because there's something I told all my children. I told them that I won't be the one to select for them whom they will marry. But anybody they have decided to marry is their choice. If I choose for them, tomorrow there is problem between them, they will say, the boy will say, Shebi, daddy, no be you say, make I marry this person. That's why I remove my hand and say, let him make his choice. And let him, sometimes you, as parents, you have to allow children to make their mistakes and learn from their mistakes. You see, the problem we have is the people, the village people, some families that are causing this thing. Some tribes are the ones causing this thing. Because the children of these days, none of them want to go and what do you call it now? They don't want to stress themselves in going to look for big amount of money to come and pay for bride price, come and wed. And these are not the things. These are just ceremonial things that are supposed to make us, it's like a form, you know. But these days, we have some churches that are making it very, very difficult for their members. There is a church I call, they are applying what we call legalistic rigidity. When I say legalistic rigidity, they are so rigid about this particular thing, and then they try to use it to ostracize their members. try to make it difficult for their members to even get married. That's why you see in those churches, you see elderly people, you see girls staying up to 40-something years, 50-something years before they marry. Why not make this easy for people?
I think it's more better to give birth before getting married. In the essence of, the woman may not be fertile. You just spend your money getting married, and 2-3 years, no issues. So, and the problem we have, like we said earlier on, I think is the community, social media, and other stuff. Because if our parents that brought up our elderly parents now is the same hand that are giving us, there won't be such mistakes. Because when the child do something wrong, the next thing you tell the child is, go and stand in the naughty corner. What is that? Go and stand in the naughty corner. If then, back then, when they were growing up, if they do anything wrong, maybe they will use one pakari and correct your brain. You won't have that mindset to go out there and get any girl pregnant. But nowadays, standing at the naughty corner, in fact, that child will spoil more than beans. They will go outside and do whatever they want because the hand is not there. That hand, those forefathers' hand that they were using to train our parents then, is not in our lifestyle now. So I think our parents are doing more harm than good to us. That is what is making we young boys, you can see, okay, like now, what is trending now is Yahoo. Why I say social media is one of the problems we are having. What's trending now is Yahoo. By the time your son takes a small money of 1 million, by the time he gives his daddy like 200,000, the father keeps quiet and say, "Write down, my son." That same child will still go out there and impregnate any girl of his choice and run back to the father, and nothing will happen. Because the money is there, the economy is there to support him because of the little change he has in his hand. Back then, there was nothing like Yahoo. You work hard, you wash plate. Now, you see a child of 12 years doing Yahoo, watching pornography, chatting with people outside because of what? They want to play along, they want to feel belong. They want to join friends, going to a club, doing sort of things that is not there. So that's why I say that the parents have more role to play, the parents of these days. And what is causing it? Because of lack of training.
Let's understand that it's not just about parents. The way the society evolves, let's understand that if we use the hand our parents used for us at that time, in this our modern day, are you aware that right now, in Lagos, for instance, or some other states now, they have now stopped children from being disciplined with a cane in the school? They've stopped it. But this was not what was going on in our own time. They flog us so much that if you want to commit something, you remember the cane. There's a man they used to call Bieuda in my school in those days. The meaning of Bieuda is when he deal with you, I go show you pepper. So when you are coming to school, you are afraid of committing something. But now, they want to follow American mistake. That's what they want to follow now.
So are you trying to say that government is the reason why parents don't discipline their children the way they're supposed to?
Ṣẹ́rí, ó depend lórí bí òbí tó bá ṣe tọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀. Àwọn tíṣà bọ́n ṣe wà yẹn, wọ́n tọ́ ọmọ bó ṣe yẹ kán tọ́ ọmọ. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn òbí mi ló máa ba ọmọ jẹ́. Tó jẹ́ pé tó bá bá ọmọ wí ní school, pé nǹkan tó ṣe yìí, nǹkan tó kọ yókè, kò right, continue láti ṣe báyìí. Tó bá délé tó bá ròyìn fún ìyá lọ bá tíṣà, á bá tíṣà jà, á bá wí, á sọ̀rọ̀ sí, ó máa bú tíṣà yamayama. So ọmọ máa rò pé bóyá nǹkan tóun ṣe yẹn all right ló jẹ́ kí mọ́mí òun wá bá tíṣà jà. Tíṣà máa wò pé okay, ńjọ́ mi tó bá ti ṣe nǹkan tó jọ bẹ́ẹ̀, òun ò ní bá wí. So láti ibi bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, ó jẹ́ kọ́mọ mi máa bàjẹ́. Kọ́mọ mi máa rò pé nǹkan tóun ṣe, nǹkan tó dáa lòun ṣe, tí ò dẹ̀ wá òkè. So láti bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, sí ọmọ mi tó bá ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, tí tíṣà wá ń wò ó ràn pé yes, ìyá ẹ̀ ti ní kó máa fọkàn mọ́. kó máa continue lórí nǹkan tó ń ṣe yẹn ibi tọ́mọ mi ti ń ya ìyàkuyà sí ìta nìyẹn tí apá òbí gan ò ní kà mọ́ láti bá wípé yá nǹkan tó ń ṣe yóò dáa nígbà tó ti ń lọ bàjà ní school inside kó ṣáìdì tíṣà pé yes nǹkan tó ṣe kò dáa náà ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ wí tíṣà ló máa bá wí fún ọmọ náà wọ̀ pé nǹkan tó ń ṣe yẹn ó dáa ni all right ló jẹ́ kí òbí òun wá bá tíṣà jà láti fi bẹ̀ lọ́mọ mi àyà ìpáǹlẹ̀ síta àánú tí ò yẹ kó.
ẹ mọ̀ pé bọ́n ṣe máa ń na ọmọ mi nísìnyìí wọ́n máa ń ná wọn nínàkúnà olùbí mi fi máa lọ sí school àwọn ọmọ tó fi máa ń tẹ̀lé wọn lọ pé kan á máa na ọmọ òun tó ẹlòmíì kò máa mọ́ náà ó máa ná ọmọ yẹn nínàkúnà ni ó ṣe máa ń na òun làwọn òbí mi fi máa ń tẹ̀lé àwọn ọmọ lọ sí school pé kan á máa na àwọn ọmọ àwọn.
Let me, the reason why I said the government of the day, who are the government? Is it not we? Is it not among the parents that are the government that are coming to legislate some funny things that are even giving room for children to begin to misbehave? I mentioned that thing because something happened some months back when I traveled to Liberia to visit my elder brother, and he's late now, and I saw the children misbehaving. I wanted to take a cane to flog the very child that was misbehaving, and then before you know it, they want to call police for me. They say it's not a taboo for somebody to flog his child in that place. I got my hand though, but the thing was paining me inside me that these children were spoiling, and then I could discipline them. That's why I said the governments of the day, they are copying America. Because in America, if you flog your child, the child will die 919. Then police will come and carry the child, seize the child from you. Then they are giving upper hand to children. Why I said that thing is, we need, as a matter of fact, to change some legislations that are just spoiling even our people. Instead of us to flog children, like what Mama is saying now, some parents are also causing it. Let's know that. Some parents are causing it. They are the one pushing the children to misbehave and do some kind of things.